Welcome to your Tech News Today, a podcast about keeping you informed and empowered by giving you the latest tech stories that impact your daily life. It's Tuesday, January 15th. I'm Mike James. Coming up in a bit, how the government shutdown could impact the rollout of 5G, plus hackers have earned millions of dollars in Bitcoin through ransomware, and a popular website is launching a streaming service through Amazon. We'll get started in a moment. First, we'd like to recognize our partners who help make these Tech News Today podcasts possible. We start with a government shutdown. The longer it goes, the more it impacts federal agencies and their initiatives, like the planned rollout of the 5G network we've been telling you about for months. Well, it could suffer a setback because of the government shutdown. It's already the longest partial shutdown in U.S. history at 25 days as of Tuesday. One of the most impacted government departments is the FCC, which ran out of funding on January 3rd. That means there's no one home to approve new 5G devices. The Telecoms Infrastructure Association, which represents manufacturers and suppliers, said that continued shutdown is going to have a serious negative impact on new devices that will enable the 5G rollout. The TIA, again, Telecoms Infrastructure Association, said the FCC should keep the equipment authorization systems open during future shutdowns, or at least allow automatic certification by third-party labs. 5G-compatible smartphones are coming later this year, but will they have a network to connect to? Once they're out, we'll see. Listen up if you have an Android device. A new game streaming service could be coming your way. It's optimized for 5G. The Verge reports that Verizon is testing a cloud-based gaming service by sending a set-top box and game controller to a select few Verizon customers who get to try it out. It seems pretty serious since those folks are getting access to 135 games. Verizon is the latest to jump into this kind of gaming service, which is already full of other big companies like Amazon, Electronic Arts, Google, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. And it seems Verizon's working to optimize the service to coincide with the rollout of 5G, if it's not delayed. Look for the Verizon gaming app, which should hit the Google Play Store for Android devices later this month. Just ahead, a new ransomware threat has netted millions of dollars in Bitcoin for a group of cyber crooks. Right now, let me tell you about our partners at Capterra. It's been 30 years since the World Wide Web was invented, and I bet some of you are still using old, outdated software. Set yourself up for success with the new software for your business at Capterra.com. As America's digital pro, Kim gets asked about this all the time. What is the best software for someone's business? And she refers people to Capterra.com. Capterra is the leading free online resource to help you find the best software solution possible for your business and discover everything you need to know to make an informed decision. Search more than 700 specific categories of software. Everything from project management to email marketing to yoga studio management software. Join the millions of people who use Capterra each month and find the right tools for their business. Visit Capterra.com/Kim today to find the right tools to make 2019 the year for your business. Capterra.com/Kim. That's CAPTERRA.com/Kim. A hacker group is raking in unbelievable amounts of money with their latest ransomware threat. Listen to this. They're making millions of dollars. But it's not just money, though. It's not dollars. It's actually Bitcoin. So who knows how much it's worth or going to be worth in the future. At any rate, the ransomware known as Ryuk starts out as a phishing mail designed to take control of machines owned by government organizations or at least large businesses. Now, the email unleashes a banking Trojan called TrickBot, which encrypts hard drives and locks data until you pay up in Bitcoin. And ransom demands were very specific, with amounts varying based on the size and value of the targeted organization. So far, Ryuk ransomware has been linked to an attack months ago that shut down a Canadian restaurant chain's network. Then right around the New Year's, Ryuk, believed to have delayed several newspapers owned by Tribune Publishing, like the Los Angeles Times, New York Times, and Wall Street Journal. We told you about that. In just 5 months, the ransomware has brought in over 700 Bitcoin, which is the equivalent of $3.7 million. The group behind Ryuk is believed to be in Russia. And if you're still using Windows 7, Microsoft says they're going to stop supporting the operating system in just 1 year. It comes as no surprise, really. Windows 7 has been around, believe it or not, since 2009. But again, on January 14th of 2020, all updates, including security fixes, will come to an end, with the exception of businesses running Windows 7. Businesses will be able to get security updates past the January 2020 cutoff date, but they'll have to pay for them for each device, and the cost will go up every year. But those updates are only for business customers still using Windows 7 Professional and Enterprise with specific licensing agreements. Now, if you're wanting to keep with Windows 7 at home, you're going to be out of luck. I think Microsoft is trying to tell you it's time to upgrade. If you're still using Windows 8.1, Microsoft will keep the free security updates for that operating system through January of 2023, which will be more than 7 years after its inception in 2015. Well, I'm sure you've used this site before. You know, if you've ever wanted to look up a guy who's playing that guy in a movie or whatever it is, IMDb, which stands for the Internet Movie Database, came to the World Wide Web in 1993 and is now the go-to site for information about movies, TV shows, and video games. Now they're launching a free streaming video channel through Amazon. It's called IMDb Free Dive, and the key word here is free. So it'll be ad-supported. You have access to a lot of movies and shows, but don't expect to see anything that was recently released. They'll also have an IMDb Originals category with random videos covering news, documentaries, trailers, and celebrity interviews. It's also got other perks like personalized recommendations and the ability to create a watch list of films coming to theaters. Now, if you want to check it out, you'll either need one of Amazon's Fire TV devices, or you can create a free IMDb account. Now, in case you're wondering why you need an Amazon device to check it out, it's because Amazon owns IMDb. Coming up next, find out what strange posts unseated Kylie Jenner for the most liked Instagram post of all time. Right now, a quick thank you to our friends who helped make this podcast possible. Well, the North American International Auto Show kicked off on Sunday in Detroit with a number of vehicles that continue to signal a big change that's happening within the industry. Automakers are now showing off more electric and hybrid options this year, like the ever-popular Ford Explorer, which will not only be bigger, but will finally be released as a hybrid version. You'll also be able to get features like Apple CarPlay and onboard Wi-Fi. Nissan's luxury brand Infiniti said every single one of their models will be either a plug-in hybrid or an all-electric beginning in 2021. That is a huge change. Now, they teased that in their Infiniti QX inspiration concept. It's also becoming clear that SUVs and crossovers are still continuing their march to the top over sedans, like Cadillac's new XT6, which is an SUV set to replace the CT6 sedan. And what's old is new again with the Lincoln Continental Coach Door Edition, a limited edition model with suicide doors or rear doors that open backwards. Those types of doors were popular in the 30s and 40s, and they had a few in the 60s, but all disappeared when they were deemed unsafe. It's not just changes to body style or under the hood. If you saw some of the highlights from the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas, you might have noticed a lot of cars are also getting smarter with added technology. All right, so move over, Kylie Jenner. There's a new post on Instagram that has the most likes of all time, and it's certainly not anything close to what you would expect. Jenner set the record with the first photo of her newborn daughter back in February of last year, which currently has about 18.5 million likes. Then 10 days ago, listen to this, an Instagram account known as The Egg Gang posted a photo of, you guessed it, an egg, just an egg, on a white background. So, of course, millions are going to like this egg and click like and set a new record, right? Yeah, right. As of Monday afternoon, it's sitting at more than 34 million likes and growing. Think about it. Almost doubling the previous record. Why an egg? Well, no one knows, but it's the first non-human to even break into the top 20 most liked posts. By the way, once you're done listening to our podcast, do us a favor and give us a good rating wherever you're listening. That helps more people find us, and we do appreciate it. Finally, for today's Commando Kicker, there's a fungus in Michigan that's surprisingly old. How old? At least 2,500 years old. And it weighs, it's huge, 900,000 pounds. It's spread across land the size of 140 football fields. The secrets of its age lies in the fungus' low mutation rate. The fungus changes slowly, so it's genetically stable for much longer. And it's known as the honey mushroom. And when it was first discovered, researchers vastly underestimated its age and size. It's also edible, believe it or not, but eating too much can cause stomach pains. Before you grab a plane ticket to go check it out, you should know the fungus is mostly underground, so you'll have to do some digging. For more fun and interesting facts, go to commando.com and search for the Commando Kicker. And that's your tech news today. If you want to win great prizes like the Commando 2-in-1 tablet and laptop, or even a Commando Bluetooth speaker, simply become a Commando ambassador. If you love getting the Commando free email newsletters, you can share it with your friends and family who will benefit from valuable tech and the digital life hacks. Invite them to get the free email alerts. And more people you invite, the more they sign up and the more prizes you win. Just go to commando.com/ambassador to learn more.